It's Monday, right?
It's nobody's fault, Brad. That's all I'm saying. Oh,
It might be your fault.
China. Is China behind Monday?
Just trying to.
China invented Monday to thwart the West.
It would be a pretty good. I'll give them credit for that one. Built a wall, then they created Monday.
The original build the walls. All great ideas came from China, Brad. That's all I'm saying.
They do have good food, sometimes.
Oh man, it's a weird little icon. What does that
It means China's listening.
mean? Yeah,
You've summoned.
it says. Wow, I'm not sure I've ever seen that little pop up. There's a little heart on my battery, which is charging because it's plugged into a dock.
Hmm.
But it says fully smart charged. So it must have like smart charged overnight. That's so exciting.
My little Edge has a little heart. It says update, but if you hover over it, it says browser essentials, browser update available. Why
Yeah.
not?
So the browser essentials is the name of the UI, which is like a little pane,
Mm-hmm.
not PAIN, but rather PANE. Actually, that's one of the UIs that's been rewritten. Edge is redoing their UI. So it opens really quick. Like if you click on that icon, it actually kind of comes up. It used to take like a second. But yeah, anyway, that's where they're promoting update messages now.
Good. At least it's consistent with the rest of everything
Hey,
else they do.
at least it makes sense to me. I don't know. Not a lot of things don't, but
It, I did click it, and it allowed me to turn off battery saver mode because you know what?
I'm literally just looking at that for the PC, not for Edge. But I don't understand.
First off, this thing is plugged in 24/7, so saving the battery is not really.
Yeah, what is this? Still an old app Surface Book or whatever?
Mm-hmm. Service Book 3.
Three. Yeah. I
The
always
other
like
great
those
part
computers.
is I really appreciate the irony of like, hey, you can really save battery life and do good for the environment as they're melting rainforests with every
Yeah,
Copilot
but
query.
there is a cute little green icon in Windows 11 settings, so you can kind of feel good about it. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
They should put they should put a little like carbon meter in
Mm,
Copilot and says like, hey, like you should have like options like from 0 to 5 and options like 5, which would be max savings. It just says go to the library every time you
yeah,
type in a query.
it just and it should be called how much does it suck? And that meter could be called the suckometer.
Speaking of OpenAI, they're making a whole bunch of their other more expensive stuff free again because I think they got spooked. So now they're just
Yeah,
letting it all out.
I right. I there's no doubt that OpenAI retains some sort of a technological lead. Like we get it, we have poured after all
Mm-hmm.
many tens of billions of dollars into making this happen. But yeah, I think that put the scare into a bunch of companies. So I mean, like a lot of things. I mean, if that's all it takes and prices come down and things get better, I guess, then okay, competition.
Yeah.
Ironic that market capitalism or whatever, it's just like
It does have
uh, it
efficiencies.
takes effects. Yeah, exactly. That was probably not what they were looking for, but
No, not even close. The funny or the interesting thing about DeepSeek that was I was reading over the weekend is nobody really has any idea who these people are
mm,
or how
mm,
they actually train their stuff because there's estimates that says they actually spent 1.5 billion dollars on GPUs to get there, and then there's other estimates that say we have no idea.
yeah.
So
Well, as I've said, I don't think it matters, but yeah.
maybe they did it all on a single Raspberry Pi, and the whole world is just a
I hope so. That would be amazing with an AI hat. They got the new one that improved things.
the new one.
Well, there's two, like, I don't know, it went from stupid to slightly less than stupid. I don't know.
You know, what would be the hilarious thing is if we actually find it. Remember how well it still goes on? How IoT devices were always getting hacked to mine Bitcoin or whatever.
Right.
What if that's how it was trained? It was all
Oh,
trained on our
that's
security
amazing.
cameras and
Yeah.
doorbells.
And oddly, that was the best training data
Yeah,
imaginable, just observing people throughout their
just
lives.
real time. We solved it.
If AI worked, it would like give me like pulse my body a little bit every time I was about to trip on something.
I don't want to know how it's going to do that or where that
Well,
Probably.
it's got to be inserted somewhere, Brad. I'm just, you know, you're looking for accuracy. Or you're looking for comfort. I,
This is peak Monday morning podcast. This is
it's because we don't have any football to talk about.
no, and we're not gonna have any football next weekend either because it's gonna be a terrible game.
You think so? I think it should. I mean, it could be a very good game. I just would like to see Kansas City maybe move to Canada or something. I'm getting tired of them. But other than that,
Maybe they can move to their own state. I mean, they're in Missouri.
nice.
Let's start with that.
Sure. Well, I'm sure for people in that area, it's a regional thing. I don't know. No.
I don't know.
Kansas City's always been confused.
It's all I've
too
got.
Many, too many of them for one thing.
Yeah. The fact
You
that
know?
there's more than one is
Yeah,
scary.
it's kind of a problem. It was so fun we made two.
I think there's actually a Cincinnati in Indiana,
Sure.
which that's got to be a rough place to live because you'd say, like, yeah, I'm from Cincinnati, and then
Not to mention all the mail that must go to one or the other place by mistake all the
Yeah.
time. You know, I live on 123 Main Street. Well, you're screwed. It's you never get mail.
bet you get a lot of spam or just junk sign up.
Yeah. I think my email address is the Main Street version of email. I get all the spam.
I think we all get all the spam. There's no way. Like, the amount of bits that are sacrificed to spam gods is it's a lot.
I play a game now where I block people at PR companies who just like email me out of the blue about nothing that has anything to do with my life. And then what I started noticing is that I'm still getting email from these places. So I've looked at the, message headers or whatever, and they literally send mail that seems to come from the same, it's always a woman in PR,
Mm-hmm.
but they come from different addresses. And I'm actually not sure about how Microsoft does this, but Google doesn't actually have a way to block. Well, you could create a filter, but you can't just right click, block every email from this domain, probably because it'd be too easy to start blocking things that were maybe important or whatever. But this is going to have to escalate. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll go to Proton or something. I got to figure something out. Because it's like it is PR companies. That's the thing. Like that's what's sad about this. It's not the Chinese, It's not some like stupid malicious thing. It's well, it is malicious, but it's literally PR. The bane of my existence. We have a no robot cuddly teddy bear thing your kid might like, or whatever, or like smart rocks. It's just
Smart
it's like,
rocks.
yeah, it's like guys, stop. Like just stop.
This the new pet rock?
Yeah. Yeah, except it's not this time it's smart. It wants to be emancipated. I don't know. It's a different era, Brad. That's all I'm saying.
Is it?
I never really. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
I don't need. You wanted to be concrete, but instead not going there. Not going there.
We need a mulligan on this one.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
My daughter got her second hack pack this weekend. That's probably the most exciting thing, I guess.
Oh my God! I literally saw a picture of your daughter this week on Instagram. Whatever.
Oh yes, she had a play.
Yeah. So what was the play, by the way?
So the play is called The Rocking Tales of Snow White. It's like an alternative version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And so there's a Snow White, and then like us all good fairy tales. She was the evil queen. This was her first.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say she was all black or whatever. So I had two observations, one of which I made to my wife. Actually, both of which I made to my wife, which I showed her the picture, and I said, Brad's daughter is quickly getting to the point where she could walk by me on the street and I wouldn't even recognize her. Yep. Like, kids grow so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I also said, I really hope this isn't a child production of Sweeney Todd.
Oh no!
Which is what you know what I mean? Like
that would have been.
Like, and I was like, oh, what are they doing in schools now?
Yeah, schools really changed, Paul.
I was like, oh, what is this? It's not good. It's like, are you doing like a theatrical version of Game of Thrones? Like, what is happening here?
Okay, it was fun. Sense. It was fun. She did well, and that's what she enjoys. So that's what we.
Yeah, that's great.
That's what we do on the weekends.
My daughter enjoys not graduating from college, so we all have hobbies. Yeah. So it's fun. Kids are the best. Like you, Brad, I have an infinite amount of money and it doesn't matter. So it's
Oh yeah,
okay.
I have an
It,
infinite amount of.
it's life is fine.
Yeah, just some days, Paul, I just wake up and just throw money on the ground and light it on fire. Oh wait, no, that's my kid. Never mind. Sorry. That's what my.
Yeah, I sleep on a giant bed of it. It's fun. That's why my back hurts all the time.
I have a memory of being a child, and we were cleaning out the
Yes.
house, and it was a bag full of something, and I
Hmm.
just remember my dad saying, "I could have paid bills with this."
Nice.
Just
Hmm.
it's a vacation in a black trash bag going to the dump.
Oh, from humble roots,